Hey guys, and welcome back, or if you're new here, hi, I'm Taylor. I work on a dairy farm in Maine. So if you enjoy watching this kind of videos, please don't forget to like and subscribe because that really would help us out a lot. So this morning we are out in the field and we are getting ready to do our first field of second crop. So that's kind of exciting. This is one of the first fields that we did first crop. So it kind of had a time where it was just being drowned right at the beginning of the season and it had just been cut. So it didn't grow as well as some of the other second crop fields that we have. That we're going to be doing later on, but today is like questionable whether or not it may rain, so we're just going to do this field and another smaller field just in case it does rain. We don't want to ruin one of our bigger fields. Tomorrow and the next 5 days are supposed to be beautiful, so we're going to use that time to do some of the better fields that we have and just do this one, which is kind of just mediocre. See, it's got a lot of leafy stuff coming up, but there's also some milkweed and stuff and just stuff that really came up when none of the grass was coming up because it was just getting too much water. So we've got our coon mower hooked up to our Kubota M95S. I think I can hear my boss Brent now. He was going over to check this field over here because sometimes that's wet, so he was going over to check to see if it was all right. There he goes, wondering why I'm standing here talking. So let's get right to it. I'm pretty sure we're going to be raking this later tonight so we can do it early tomorrow morning. Or I should say Brent can do it early tomorrow morning while I'm out mowing another field, because we kind of have to jam pack as much of our second crop as we can into this little nice window of weather that we're having because it doesn't happen very often. You guys know I'm always talking about it raining here. It rains all the time. It sprinkled this morning, in fact, just a little bit. The other field that we're going to be doing, I did want to tell you guys, it kind of juts way up into the woods there. And Brent was telling me the other day that somebody stopped and showed him pictures that they had of a bear and her two cubs playing in this field. So he told me not to get off the tractor just in case. So that's making me feel a little bit nervous, but thank goodness I'm on the tractor, although it doesn't have doors. So I guess if they wanted to just drag me out of the cab, they could. As long as I don't get near their babies, I'll probably be fine. So we've got the mower folded out. All we need to do is get into the right gear here. So we see that little green light there. We push this over and that goes into turtle mode. And then we're going to put it in third with the button on just for the first time around the field, and then we'll take that button off, which lets it go a little bit faster. So turn the PTO on. So, apparently we wedged a stick up under there. Looks like the knives. Aren't you just causing trouble today? Wow. Wow, wow. All right. So we're gonna hope Brent heard us because naturally this is the one time that I forgot to bring my phone. I'm either gonna have to walk back, although I can take the mowing machine back, but I'll make a mess of this field trying to get out of it, or try to get it back out from here. Why? Why do things have to go wrong just when you're trying to get something done? I really think we can get it out right here if we maybe have a chainsaw. So I guess I'm gonna go back and see if we can bring a chainsaw up here and maybe get it out that way, because that sucker is wedged in there. Well, today is a good start. Well, I guess the upside is it's a beautiful day for a walk. I can hear the water running under the road. There's the girls. This side of the pasture over here, it's grew back a little bit since a couple rainstorms we had the other day, but down where the other bunch of cows is and across on the other side of the barn is really where all the grass is. They've pretty well eaten it over here, but for some reason this is their favorite place to come. They love to come over here. Hi, Greta. She's like, what the heck? Why are you walking? See? I barely got anywhere.
Yeah. Let me see that chainsaw. Take that, put it in the back of my truck, please.
Yep.
Wow, that was lucky.
Yep.
Huh?
Yep.
I guess it didn't. No, they're all out. They're all out.
Was that a first?
Yeah.
Having a chainsaw?
Never had a stick stuck in there. Good job.
It's hot out here.
Wicked.
God, but it's 85.
Muggy. I'm so sick of muggy weather.
Whew.
Okay, you got it now.
Sounds alright, so I guess I didn't hurt it, but... So we're almost done this field. We have one more pass to go. It's really good stuff. There's definitely not an overabundance of feed here, but it is going to be really good quality stuff. I do have to go around this outside edge that I kind of screwed up with the wood. Brent wants me to go around it one more time just to make it cut it better. But yeah, it does have a lot of clover in it, and it's really leafy and good looking. The mowing machine seems to be fine, despite my best efforts to kill it every time I try to use it. this one has more clover in it, so it is probably going to be better feed, but the other one was taller and just nicer looking, although it does look pretty good and thick right here. So yeah, I probably won't be getting off if there's bear in here because I don't want to get mauled, so I probably won't be readjusting the camera too many times. I hope you guys don't mind. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Brent is going to be coming up and tethering right behind me. We would normally be done by now if I hadn't screwed up. 1:45 right now, so probably won't get everything done today. We probably won't get it raked tonight. I have to cut off right here because you can see we didn't mow that at all. That's one of the first crop fields we haven't done, and we actually have 3 or 4 little ones and one very big one that we haven't done yet for first crop, so it's kind of a bummer, but we may not be able to get them at all this year. They're very wet fields, and we just might have to either mow them in October and use it for bedding or mulch hay, or just hope and pray that we get some good weather in September and we can possibly wrap them and just kind of make some mediocre feed out of it. But we do have around 800 bales already. I'm really excited about that, so we're only 200 away from our goal of 1,000. So anyway, let's go. You guys can probably tell by the tether that it is extremely wet, especially in this corner over here. It is just absolutely soaked. So I didn't mention, I don't think, that we are going to be doing haylage with this, just because we'll never get it dry. We get so much of a dew now in the mornings that it's like it rained, and you just can't get it off by the time the next dew comes. So dry hay is pretty much a thing of the past for us. Unless you have some late first crop that's already got some dryness to it anyway, you may possibly get that. But for here in Maine, dry hay is practically done. So we are going to be doing this in haylage, which is fine because that's the way we prefer to feed our cows anyway. So I'm going to head back. Brent's probably only going to be a few more minutes finishing this up. There is something I wanted to show you guys back at the farm. We're still working on our sign project, and we have gotten a little bit of that done, so I'll take you guys back and show you that. So we have been working on our sign a little bit. We haven't gotten quite as far as we would like to. You can see we cleaned this entire bay out. We just used a broom and we swept everything out of here. We've got all the letters finished and they're back here. So we've got our sawhorses, a couple paint brushes, this nice paint to put on there. It does say it protects woods, so that is good. They said it's a really good paint, so hopefully we'll put 2 or 3 coats on there and that will be good. He said we could just put a thin coat of this on to act as a primer and then add a couple more good coats to it and it should be fine. So this is how they turned out. We did sand them down, so they do look a lot better sanded, that's for sure. I'll kind of set one of them up so you guys can see the difference. There we go. So they do look slightly more finished when they've been sanded, but I think they're gonna look really good when they're painted. Something else that we've been doing this whole time, it's been raining on and off like for a week and a half straight. We did do a good thorough cleaning of the barn and also the yard a little bit too, so I'll show you guys that when we get over there. Minus the disgusting bale that I dropped there and we've yet to carry out back into the burn pile. So there was some weeds growing up by the pump house here and we did pull all those up. This just has to go back on the sawdust truck. We took it off when we were working on it one time and just never put it back on. I did clean up all the old cornmeal underneath the bin, scraped it up, made it look nice. Looks a lot better. There was a bunch of grass growing over here for some strange reason. It was growing on the sawdust, so we cleaned up around the generator. We also did clean the calves out yesterday. So I want to show you guys that because I haven't showed you the calves in a long time and I did want to show you how they're growing. I don't know if they're sleeping. They've ate every bit of their hay that was out here. So there's Jackie. She's the big brown Swiss Normandy cross. She's only 3.5 months old, I think. Not quite 4 months old. And she's a monster. She's the size of a 5-month-old calf. Easily. I do have to fill their water, so we'll fill that up while we're standing here. So yeah, the one behind her is a Shorthorn Holstein Normandy cross, and then the one behind her is an Asher Holstein Normandy cross. This one right here, Summer, she did get a little sick a while back, so she lost a little bit of weight, but she's starting to put it back on. And she's also not the pushiest one in here, so obviously you can tell that's Jackie by the size of her. Izzy, this little one right here, the little cutie, she's pretty feisty for the smallest one in there. She's the youngest, but she does her fair share of eating. So yeah, we cleaned them out yesterday. I've just been cleaning up the old hay that they don't eat. I'll scrape it out. It does help keep them a lot cleaner if I just clean this up before I give them more hay, because I do just put it right here. I used to put it in the hay rack, but obviously that is not hold enough for them, so I just put a whole bunch of it down in front of them and give them that, and they eat what they want, and then they just drag the rest of it in and I have to clean it out. And they do have a grain bucket over there. So sounds like Brent is on his way back. We'll see if there's anything else he wants us to do. It is almost 2 o'clock, so we may work on the sign a little bit before milk time. I don't know. I'll let you guys know when I know. Okay, so Brent is on his way inside. He's calling a Vermeer parts place. So we're still having issues with the baler. The other day we did probably, well, we've done 200 in a row probably, and it worked absolutely fine. And then the other day when we were doing the green feed field that I told you guys about, so the first like 20, it didn't cut at all, and then it did a row of 10 where it cut perfect and did everything perfect, and then it stopped working again. And we're at the point where we've reset it multiple times to the way it's supposed to be, and we've called people and nobody knows. So he's calling this place, I think it's in Iowa, just to see if they can tell us anything different, because he's been pretty much trying everybody, and so far no one's been able to give an answer. Vermeer is really big out there, so hopefully they'll know what's going on. So I gotta go find something to open this can with. So Brent's gonna come across and he's gonna help me. We're gonna put a first coat, kind of a primer coat on everything, just kind of get a little bit something done today. I'm really excited to see how it looks. So ready?
Yeah.
So what did you find out?
Well, I got a hold of the guy out in the Midwest somewhere about the Vermeer, and he's been doing it 42 years, and I guess he's the guy that knows Vermeer balers better than anybody in the business. So he's gonna call. We're gonna find out. He's gonna call sometime. So.
Good. So maybe you finally found somebody who
He
has
said even the factory people out there don't know what he knows about him. So.
Well, no one around here does. Not that that's really surprising. There's not really any.
No. Maybe we'll find out. I told him you could do 100, 200 bales in a row. Perfect. And then the next day, 15 in a row won't cut. It won't take long to...
So what did I do with the good
Right here.
So you guys.
Please don't need it. So just a light coat at first.
That's what the guy at the store said. Just to do a light coat. Wow, that is very black.
good paint, you can tell. Real painty. There.
How are you done?
And then one side.
Your word was even bigger than mine. Oh, you missed a spot.
Where?
The U.
Oh yeah, I did.
Here.
God, I did. Let that dry today and then we'll do the other side tomorrow.
Yeah.
What do you want to wait a second and then flip them?
It says 30 minutes, so.
30?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just wait.
Since it's already 2 o'clock.
Hmm?
I said since it's already 2 o'clock, I haven't eaten lunch.
No, I didn't either. Hmm?
How'd you grab it?
Yeah. There, I got the F done. We can get the F out of here.
That's the way you said it. So we're all finished. We just have the first coat on, so you guys can see they look pretty good. They're not perfect. We did miss a few spots on there, but we'll get a second coat on them tomorrow and also a coat on the back side, but they look pretty good. It does cover up a lot of the mistakes in the cutting and everything, but I'm super excited. I think it's gonna look great. So after we get the second coat on it, the only thing left to do is to attach them to these two boards right here. We have to cut them to 16 feet. I think they're 18 right now. And clean them up, obviously, because they got really dirty. Probably putting them out here wasn't exactly the best plan. I stuck my hand on the sawhorse when I was painting and just got it all over myself. So hopefully Brent gets called back by the Vermeer place and they know something and can help us out a little bit. I mean, I didn't ruin the mowing machine today. Kind of frustrating to be slowed down like that, but it was good that nothing bad happened all in all. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like and comment down below and hit that notification bell so you know when any new videos are being posted. Keep it real, keep farming. I hope you guys' weather is improving where you are, raining if you need it, and being dry if you don't. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.